Hey guys, Nuka here. As you can tell, the product sitting in front of you, this video is going to be about baking soda. Baking soda, I feel, is one of those things that preppers usually overlook and forget to prep whenever they're prepping for any type of disaster or events that they may come across. Baking soda has a lot of uses for it, which I'm going to outline in this video. And also, if you ever decided between which baking soda to go with, there are different types, and it's important that you notice which ones are which. For instance, the one to the left over here will be pure baking soda. Pure baking soda is one that you can actually digest or use, and you can tell because it has nutritional facts here. Not only simply just eat it, but that you can actually put this in your mouth for different types of uses. If you notice that they also have a drug facts, if you see there, it tells you active ingredient, sodium bicarbonate, which is an anti-acid. So if you're feeling any type of heartburn or acid indigestion, as you can read there, sour stomach, upset stomach, with the right amount of dosage listed on the side, you can use baking soda to help relieve those type of ailments. Now remember, this says pure baking soda. There is a difference between pure baking soda and the deodorizer baking soda. This one here even tells you that it's household odor eliminator, and you notice it doesn't say pure baking soda on it. As well, another thing to note is that you have no nutritional facts anywhere on the box. So that lets you know you more than likely should not be using this to put in your mouth or to help relieve digestion or any type of heartburn or anything like that, because this is used and meant for deodorizing and neutralizing odors in your homes or your car or anywhere. So make sure whenever you're prepping for your baking soda that you understand the difference between the two. So now some of the uses that baking soda can be used for, especially when you're in that SHTF situation. Number one, baking soda can be used to brush teeth or to be used as a mouthwash. I don't know how many of you had, when you were kids, your parents made you brush your teeth or rinse your mouth out with baking soda. I know mine did. And that usually occurred when my teeth were getting a little bit yellower than they should have. As much as I hated doing that, it did absolutely work. My mouth did feel cleaner, and my teeth actually did look whiter. So in order for you to be able to do this, all you really need is just a little bit of water, a little bit of baking soda, a toothbrush obviously. You can brush your teeth with it. Or you can also use it as a mouthwash or a gargle. If you really want to spice it up some, you can add a little bit of salt, and you can add, a peppermint oil or something to get you that kind of a minty flavor if you're looking for that. Number two, the second thing you can use this for is you can also use it for deodorant. So all you really have to do is you can take that pure baking soda, and you can really just put a little dab of it on your arms, and not only will that or help eliminate odors, but it may also give you a little antiperspirant protection. Not really sure how the antiperspirant protection works with baking soda, but I do know, as we all know, it will help neutralize the odors under your arms. So you don't really have to stock a whole bunch of deodorant. You can just really stock yourself some baking soda because it has multiple uses with it. As well, number three, you can use it for your private areas. You start getting damp down there, you're not able to properly dry yourself or protect yourself from it. Putting some baking soda around your genital regions can help absorb some of the moisture. As well, it can help combat chafing, and hopefully you don't have to get the dreaded rotten crotch, especially in a SHTF situation. Because as we know, when it comes to bathing and washing, it's going to be a lot harder in this type of environment as opposed to what we're so used to. Number four, another thing that it can be used for is you can use it to help combat bug bites. And all you have to do with this, if you just take some baking soda and once again water, and this is why I like baking soda. If you take some baking soda and a little bit of water, you can make a little salve with it, and you can put it over your bug bites. and that will help combat the burns and stings from it. So that's something to think about and keep in mind. Number 5, this one kind of ties in with number 4, is it has medicinal uses, such as you can also use it as a salve to help treat poison ivy or rashes that may occur. So not only can you help weed out the bug bites, but you can also use it for any type of burning sensation you have in your arm, any type of rash or irritation. Baking soda with water can help treat that. And then number 6, for those of you that have pets, you can also use baking soda to help clean your pets. So if you get a little bit of dab of baking soda with a good amount of water, it's going to be like a 1-to-8 ratio. You can clean up your pets and help get rid of that wet dog smell or smelly cat smell or whatever you have going on. Baking soda is not going to harm them. It's actually going to be good for them. You can use it in their fur. The only question is that you want to make sure that you have a good ratio balance of water and baking soda. So somewhere about 1-to-6 or 1-to-8 should be a good balance for you in order to clean your pets. Number 7, you can also use baking soda to put out fires. Of course, you always should take, anytime you put out a fire, you always aim for the base of the fire. While baking soda has the properties that can help kind of stuff and get rid of the fire as well, provided you have enough. So if you have a little small pan fire going on, you can use baking soda to help put that out. Number 8, when it comes to washing dishes, baking soda can also be useful because it can help eat away some of the grime and stuff that are on the dishes. I would also still recommend using a little bit of soap detergent if you have any. And if not, baking soda is definitely better than just plain water if you have dishes that you're going to be reusing. Number 9, another important feature I think some people will overlook is your feet, especially if you're wearing boots. If you're wearing boots for a while, you're bugging out, and you've been walking for a long distance, put a little bit of baking soda inside of your boot, or put it inside of your sock, or put it around your sock inside of your boot. Whatever you can to help not only neutralize the odor, but also help absorb that moisture in there. That'll keep your feet from, getting it, or help prevent your feet from catching some type of fungus from warm, moist climate down there. And it'll help keep your feet fresh. Hey, who doesn't like fresh feet, right? So then finally, number 10, another good benefit with baking soda is that you can use it for bugouts. Baking soda, as you can tell, these boxes here are easily picked up and moved around. You don't have to lug around a whole bunch of soap, a whole bunch of shampoo, or whatever. You can simply just take your baking soda and use it for the multiple purposes that you can use it with. And say if you were living out in your truck or your camper for the past couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, it could tend to get a little smelly in there. So with one of these fresh odorized baking soda packs, you can use that, open it up, have it inside your car, your truck, whatever you have to bug out in, and that should also help, make the environment a little bit better because it doesn't have to be as smelly. These are just some simple steps to think about in advance when it comes to prepping for SHTF. I know there are many more uses out there for baking soda, but those are the 10 that I really wanted to outline because I felt they could be of practical use to preppers. But it doesn't have to stop there. Baking soda has multiple uses. As I said in another video before, if you're kind of worried about the environment of humidity, you can possibly put some baking soda inside of your food grade bucket to help absorb some of that moisture that's going around. So just a couple of ideas I want to kick out to you guys. Make sure you add baking soda to your preps, whether it's in these conventional boxes or whether you want to go and buy a surplus and then store that yourself. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think baking soda, once again, is overlooked. It's very simple. For most things, all it really requires is water. And I don't know of any prepper that's not going to be prepping water for SHTF. So once again, I hope this video was informational to you. Hope you got something out of it. Please keep the comments and the subscriptions coming. And until then, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Later.